Greetings, geeks and geekarellas. It is me, I am back. This time, talk about the mid-season finale of Legends of Tomorrow. And oh boy, this one was really good. Spoiler alert. We actually open up, after last time, the gut-wrenching blow of losing Martenstein. Half of this guy right here. We actually open up with him as a father to he's married to Clarissa, and he's got little Lily. I say little because she's about as tall as this makeshift desk thing. She's like 10, 11, 12, kind of in that age. But she is young enough to have stuffed animal. We only saw her for a brief second, so I don't know how old she was. Might have been younger than that, honestly. I don't know if kids around that age. But anywho. He gets her the stuffed animal in the store. Very Jingle All the Way-esque. And we get to see him use his smarts and everything to even get it. And as he's running away from a mad crowd, boom, he's in Viking times, running away from Vikings who've come to America to claim it as New Valhalla. Which normally in history does not work, but this time around it does. Thanks to young Martin's knowledge and, surprisingly enough, the stuffed animal, Beebo, who can talk. And they've interpreted him as being a god. So our legends hear about this, mainly because it's such a big anachronism that it causes a freaking timequake. Because remember, those still exist. And last time that happened, it was not good, to say the very least. So it's level 12 anachronism. They try to solve it on their own. Mick kind of messes up and gets them in some trouble. They end up having to kind of retreat. And, well, I'm trying to think. Yeah. Christmas gets turned into Beebo Day. And actually, we get some help from Agent Shaw. Oh yeah, that's right. Duh, I'm mixing things up. They rescue young Martin. And then they realize that he wasn't completely the anachronism, that Beebo is the god. They then realize it then. But right about that time, Agent Shaw calls them, because remember her? And she comes and helps the legends. Very much hinting at them being a relationship. They even do a little bit of flirting later on. Anywho, she comes in. They try to go undercover as like a new tribe of Vikings. Mick kind of accidentally gets them in trouble, like I said. And then they're basically about to win and about to save the day. And I believe this is when Damien Dark shows up, claiming to be Odin. Which, by the way, was a plan that Ray said earlier, which is kind of like Ray was vindicated. But Dark's there with his daughter, claiming to be gods. With Dark being Odin, because he has the staff that can shoot out electricity, so they think, oh shit, he's legit Odin. He's got long hair, which was really weird to see. Neil McDonough with long hair. But anywho, so they retreat. Then Shaw comes in and says, I'm sorry. Boss says I gotta go. And that the Time Masters are not, well, Time Bureau is not doing so well. After Rip left and then Dark recruited Grodd. They're not doing so well. So she has to retreat. Then Sarah's like, fine, screw it. I don't want to lose anyone else. I'm going in all by myself, saying that she has a plan. And basically it's leave or I kill you type thing. Full on White Canary gear. And Damien Dark just looks at her and is like, nope. Whack. Cracks her neck. She dies. Or does she? Because we then flash and it was all a fake out. It was like them playing out what would happen. Because they then do it like how it would play out with them helping. And it doesn't end up the way that they planned. Because of course, it's Legends. And they end up trying to use Ray to go inside Beebo and voice Beebo, make him fly. But that doesn't really work out. And that's partly because Ray keeps wanting to be the scientist. And they end up saving the day. Essentially because the guys outside, because there were guys inside dealing with Dark, guys outside dealing with the daughter. They basically win because Heatwave and Citizen Cold team up together, both on the daughter. And that knocks her the F out. Boom. Dark's like, damn it, my daughter. Which now we know his weak spot, so maybe that fan theory about redeeming the daughter isn't so crazy after all. And so he grabs her. She takes the time stone thing. She's like, we're leaving. Sarah's like, oh hell you're not. Puts her hand on him, and she gets transported to another frickin' dimension, where it's very kind of Stephen King-esque void thing, where we hear Mollusk, yeah, John Noble back again, voicing Mollusk, and we hear him, and we kind of see him, but we see his hand through the reflection of her eye. And then, boom, she gets saved by Agent Shaw. Further hinting at their potential relationship, which I am so for. But also, I think before that, Heatwave burned Beebo, killing him. And then, all of that is... Like, before that happened, I'm jumping back a little. Jax took Stein back home on his own with the time ship. And kind of fueled sort of by Zari, which I was really liking that they became friends. And he drops off, says, here's a note from the future. Young Martin, open this day. Young Martin says, no, not gonna do it. Not gonna ruin the time stream. You're like, yes. And then he's like, I know, I'm not a fool. I know what's going on. And basically acts like typical Stein. He's like, I deduced that I was dead. and that this letter is to change that. I don't think I'm going to do that. Jax talks him into it, he takes it, and then we jump back to normal time. Jax goes back in time now, confronts him like the day is saved, but nothing happened with Stein. And so he goes back and he finds out that, well, first of all, he gives young Lily an actual Beebo, a non-burned one. And young Martin's like, yeah, I know, I burnt it. I don't want to know. And it's like hits you in the feels, like I probably led a good life. Oh my god, really hitting you in the feels with this episode. And he's like, I don't want to lose you. And he's like, I don't want you to be obsessed about losing me. Which honestly actually leads to Jax saying goodbye to the team. Which I think and I hope is temporary. I think Jax is going to leave and come back as full-on Firestorm, revealing that he had a partner. But anywho, this is going on long enough. They say goodbye to Jax. They have like a good party. They talk about how the legends were all broken and misfits, and that they found a home together, a family together, which, also in the feels, but he says goodbye. And as Sarah's saying goodbye to him, in modern time, keep in mind, she closes the door and is about to walk off, and we hear, hello, Sarah. I can't do British accent. Well, I mean, maybe, but I can't do his British accent. Because it's John Constantine. Yay. And he's like, I helped you out once. I need your help. And then he says that the girl is possessed by a demon, and hints that it's a demon that Sarah knows, which is either malice or tying into her time with the League of Assassins. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when they come back. This was an awesome ending and an awesome kind of like epilogue to the death of Martin Stein. But anyway, this was awesome. I will try to do something for you guys, but if all else fails, you'll see me when Once Upon a Time returns. Hopefully next time you see me for Legends, I will have one, if not two more. I'm trying to get like more thematic pops for this. And hopefully I will have one, if not two, different ones here. At least until he comes back. Please come back soon. Anyway, till next time and beyond.